No, I have to get up early. It's not 5 hours of combat.
Only 4 hours.
12.
No, you gotta go. I gotta go to bed earlier than that. It's not 4 hours. No, I can't. No, I'm not staying up till midnight. I can't go like 5:30. Yeah.
Yes, and I caught everybody on speaking on that one. Yes.
You
All right.
crazy morning birds, why?
I don't think it's by choice.
No, it is not. I like sleeping till like noon on Saturdays. That's what I normally do. All right.
In that case, we will go ahead and start our stream. We're currently live, guys. Hello, internets. Welcome to a... it's been a while, but we are doing a episode of Legends of the Force tonight. Our Star Wars campaign. We're going to try to blow up some planet. We just haven't figured out which one yet. There's a lot to choose from. And with that, I will go ahead and turn it on over to our lovely, beautiful, awesome GM who is currently rubbing his forehead. Poor guy. Kylar, it's your show.
Don't blow up the planet, please. Just don't do it. All right. So.
I like this movie. This is a good title.
All right.
That's a good one, too. Go ahead. Sorry.
Star Wars: Legend of the Force, Episode 3, Chapter 25. Crouching Droid, Hidden Sith. Allies have assembled at Raydik's hangar to discuss infiltrating Darth Karakis Obsidian Tower on Korriban. Before the planning began, Raydik assisted Lexa Scarlet in removing the patch from her programming. Remi brought Dekia, seeking healing from Shyalu, but uncovered more than they expected when DNA tests revealed that Dekia and Elora are more closely related than sisters. Lasaya Guri, former Jedi and former agent of Darth Karakis, came to seek the party's assistance in rescuing or eliminating Pachez to prevent Karakis from gaining his powers. During the planning stages, Ajak Bjorne and the Whisperer, and not the Eraser, that's the type of the Whisperer, arrived, brought by Raydik to assist the party. Now the group is making plans to return to a place they hope never to see again. Korriban.
Of course.
Kalani's favorite boy!
I need your assistance. We need to rescue him or eliminate him. Oh, either one is fine. They're like basically the same thing. Rescuing, eliminating.
It's totally the same thing. I don't know what you're talking. It's 100% same
Some
thing.
of us are more on board with the others, with one side than the other. It depends on the
Bazak may have a preference. I think potentially might have a preference for that. All right. So epic summary of plot. Are you ready? Are you guys ready for this epic summary of plot thus far?
Let me. I gotta put it in my notes.
Okay.
All right.
I know this is following.
All right, everybody ready for this? Everybody ready for this? Yeah, the Coruscant notes were the longest when I was trying to summarize this because a lot of stuff was happening. Anywho, all right. So, party went to Coruscant to get funding and colony protected refugee status for New Thani, and also when you first got there, Aelon looked up Elora's parents who happened to be in Doom City, and then never went to go talk to them, and then. So while you guys were all being like, the politics are dumb and this is stupid, someone tried to assassinate the senator from Telos. So then what happened was you all tracked down the assassin droids, and it took 3 sessions, but you found the Trandoshan guy who made the droids. It turns out he was like a courier dude, like a dude who made courier droids, and then he had like a link back to he had given a remote control to a datapad that was controlling the droids, and it led to Reese Tyran, who was one of the founding members of the Sun Guard, who are Remi's group. So he was arrested, put in prison, and then he got killed when the whole prison got shot up by Elon and Kalani, who were framed for the attack. And the senator's aide, Bello Hardeen, separately had admitted to framing Reese for the whole thing. Because he was the Zerka / the Exchange, was that going to expose some stuff that was going on with the re-terraforming of Telos that he was kind of doing for the senator. Anyway, so then he was for some reason the Exchange wanted Aelon and people framed for stuff. And then simultaneously, other plot that happened: the Sith attempted to kidnap Pachez in the apartment buildings. And Lasaya Guri, who was John's character Eaton's former apprentice, who went off with Revan, and now came back, saved him, and also gave you guys access to Darth Karakis' encrypted communication lines, and gave you some other intel, and then jumped out a window. Then, also simultaneously happening, Lexa was tracking down the Whisperer who had stolen some stuff from a museum. And this whole thing kind of ended with relics being in Lexa's apartment. Turns out they were from the race that created her, and it kind of jogged some of her memories. But then she ended up going back to the police precinct because the stolen stuff was in her apartment. They're just like, you have to ask questions. And while she was there, the Hutts sent a speeder into the thing and it blew it up and almost killed Lexa. And then somehow after that, the Whisperer had erased all of her information and also gotten rid of all the physical evidence. But she was revealed that she was working for Mr. R. So then, also simultaneously, Shyalu was trying to broker a deal between pro and anti-Jedi coalitions in the Senate. And so that whole thing ended with an explosion that killed the Chancellor at a speech revealing like their cooperation stuff. The radical anti-Jedi group was manipulated by a pro-Jedi senator, Oren Deal, who ended up getting killed. And that was my HK-47 was actually involved with that. So that was my tie into canon fun stuff. So that whole thing happened. So then we finally got back on track, and then Pachez, I believe, is the one you tracked fake Alant and Kalani to a Zerka R&D facility, and then much nonsense ensued after that. And you found out the imposters were Claudites, and the leader revealed that the whole thing had been engineered to get Alant arrested. And you killed the leader, and the other Claudites, you think there were 3 of them, they all escaped. As you guys were dealing with the self-destruct and the very persistent people who were throwing grenades into elevators. So that happened, and then you went to Lexa's apartment, and then the Whisperer just knocked on the door and was like, "Sup, partner?" and was like, "Yo, Mr. R wants to talk to you, and help you get Alan and Kalani back from the amphitheater, so you should go meet him." So then you went to Nar Shaddaa. So now, we got... made it past Coruscant. Any questions thus far before I move on? Any questions on Coruscant?
Yeah, can you recap exactly why there was a bombing that killed the Supreme Chancellor?
Right. Okay. So here's the deal. So Oren Deal was like, so his original plan before you came in and messed everything up was to just have a minor little skirmishy thing happen at the Jedi Temple. Basically, he was trying to gin up opposition to the anti-Jedi people because he thought any sort of compromise would eventually lead to the weakening of the Jedi eventually, and also he kind of wanted to seize political power for himself too. So what he did, he had this plan where he was using HK-47 to manipulate this radical anti-Jedi group that was a terrorist organization to make those attacks. But then once you did your whole speech, the first session, it was you calmed most of the people down. You kind of had to well, now all these people seem reasonable, so now we got to do something more ridiculous. And then so then his plot was okay, cool, we'll show that we're compromised, and then we'll blow up the Chancellor, and then I might become Chancellor, and so we'll remove my opposition because the Chancellor's not a bad dude, he's just not the greatest. But if I ride the wave of wow, the anti-Jedi people are crazy and they just killed the Chancellor, and be well, I was the one who was most kind of against this compromise in the first place, and I'm the most pro-Jedi dude, and I'm young and hip and strong, and I'll be Chancellor. So he kind of wanted to be Chancellor and also solidify the Jedi's position in the Republic. Mm-hmm. And so that's why the bombing happened.
Wait a minute, are you saying he's the Beto O'Rourke of Star Wars?
He was more effective than Beto O'Rourke.
But then he ended up dying because of HK-47. So who's the real Chancellor?
Moira, the senator from Alderaan, was elected Chancellor.
Okay.
Moira Habir is Chancellor. Are you filling in gaps in your notes, Kyrath?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand what you guys are talking about.
Wait, Moira's from Corellia?
Yes. No. Alderaan. Moira's no. Correct. There was a senator from Corellia, but he was just kind of there. He didn't do much.
I'm here, guys. I did something.
Also, for clarity, Alon never got a chance to go speak with Elora's parents.
That's not true. You chose sleep over talking with her parents.
That is true. I chose to sleep instead of talking with her parents because we had.
I left out the whole subplot of the reporter lady. that was there.
Oh,
There-
yeah.
Well, I mean, she was
Too
kind of
many
there
things,
too,
I
but I mean, I know you had plans
wow.
for her, but she kind of just
Potential
there.
plans. It was not definitive plans. I felt like if I'm going to be on Coruscant, I need to have a
There
reporter
was-
of some point.
There was a great moment with her, Lexa, and Shyalu, though, where the two of us were like, "You're a moron." She's like, "No, I'm not. I got plans." And we're like, "No, you're just kind of a moron. You don't want to follow us."
Anyway, so then you went to Nar Shaddaa to go rescue Alant and Kalani, who made friends in the prison, and then Kalani had to fight like super bad Sith lizard monsters, and then she got put in a coma because she rolled a nat 1 on a resist poison roll, so that was great. So she was in a coma for like 2 sessions. Sorry, Eagle. so that happened. And then you guys all arrived in Nar Shaddaa, and like Lexa was meeting with Raydik, and then the rest of you guys eventually during this initial phase checked out like this burned warehouse that seemed to be connected to the exchange, and it was like a biological facility of some sort, and you found like a Sith camera that was there. Well, you found a camera, and then in the encrypted communications there was like a thing talking about them seeing you at the place. So it was a Sith camera at the place. But it was like not burned, so it was like placed there after it burned. Anyway, so then Raydik was revealed to be Mr. R. He's also an android like Lexa. So then you all like team up with his super rich money and broke Aelin and Kalani up by murdering everybody in the entire place. And there was a communications disrupting thing, so you couldn't. You didn't get the communications that told that the Sith knew that you were there and were planning an ambush. So that happened. So that Pachez exited a door and got shot with a bunch of darts to knock him unconscious. So he got captured. And in the amphitheater, Jarek Canal was the one who was running things, and Elon had a past history with him. And he held an Elora hostage. Turns out it wasn't the real Elora, but at the time thought it was the real Elora. Rescued her. He got eaten by dogs and died of radiation. It was great. He fell down a chasm, like in an elevator shaft. It was a fun time.
Shyalu knows all the details about that.
Yeah, he does.
So then you go back to Raydik, the hangar where Raydik is fixing your ship, and the Eraser contacts you again, and he's like, "Dudes, I have the real Adora, and then it's like, come meet me on Terrace." So then you're all like, "Okay, we're going to Terrace." And it's like, Pachez, who's Pachez? We are gonna go save Pachez. It's nope. So then you guys all are like, Pachez was dumb and he killed everybody. This is stupid. And then you decided not to go after him.
Go after him where, though? We didn't even have a direction to go after him.
He made his bed. It's now time for him to lie in it.
He understands the tactical relevance of Pacaz's powers, apparently. Anyway, so then you go to Terrace. So you went to Terrace, and you met Theodore. He was fun. And then the Eraser laid out evidence of a couple of other Elora clones that were doing other things, not in the Republic, who all had gotten eliminated, and then the Exchange asked him to erase all of them. Except the only one that wasn't eliminated was the one that you guys rescued on Nar Shaddaa. And then while you were in this meeting, then you met the real Elora again. And then Sith attacked, and there was the trihexylon toxin that was dissolving bodies and such. And you used the camera footage to realize that they were clones and things. So yeah. So then you travel back to Raydik's hangar, be like, "Dudes, what's happening?" They don't know what's happening. It's just, what's happening? And then on the way there, Remi calls you and is like, "Dudes, the Kaya's in a coma. Pulls help." And so then it turns out she's got some sort of organ failure stuff, and is somehow closer than sisters with Elora, but not an identical person to Elora. And both of them have parents. Anyway, then Kalani was like, "Wait, what if all the Elora clones were Sith spies and such?" And then they went after Aelon because he was gonna expose the truth because he ran into Emma, and that kind of like was like, whoa, like I recognize this person, what's happening? But then it was like, wait, we shouldn't have done that because he didn't even find the time to go talk to the parents. Like this whole thing was unnecessary because he was just like, nah, bro, I'm good. They should have thought of that earlier. They could have avoided this whole mess because he wasn't even gonna ask the questions. They were just like gotten the money for Coruscant and then been like, oh, we're going home now. And it's like, whatever.
Wait, how would have talking to her parents saved this whole mess?
No, I said if they would have known that he was never going to go talk to her parents, probably could have solved this whole problem.
What problem?
The whole thing where they're trying to get rid of Elon to make sure that nobody figures out what's going on. That whole thing.
Yeah.
The one where they were worried that since he met Emma, then he would try and figure out what was going on, and then he kind of did, but kind of didn't. Anyway,
so did the Sith kill Elora's parents?
I don't know.
We don't know.
Did
yet.
they?
We don't know.
You haven't tried to contact Elora's parents since like way back when you never contacted Elora's parents, so you have no idea. You just know that they have like they have an apartment.
Tried to contact them then, or if the Sith would have realized that we weren't going to contact them, the trouble. Ergo, they didn't want us to contact her parents. Ergo, they should have just killed her parents.
We had an 8-hour window.
Her parents should be dead.
We literally had an 8-hour window.
You just want his parents dead all of a sudden.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying you didn't have reasons for not doing it. I'm making jokes about it because I can.
There was like only 8 hours for us to go visit the parents, and we chose to sleep instead. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, some of us chose to sleep. Some of us accomplished things in the night.
Yes.
That's because you don't have to sleep.
Sorry,
I'm not a
super
robbery.
yet.
We can just gloss over that.
Anyway, so that's Kalani's running theory is that all the clones were Sith spies, and then they were trying to get rid of Elon because like he recognized Emma and was like, "Dudes, what's happening?" Anyway, so the way it stands now is Raydik wants to go to Karakis Obsidian Tower because he wants to find coordinates for where Revan went in the unknown regions. And Lasaya wants to infiltrate the Obsidian Tower to rescue/eliminate Pachez so Karakis can't learn his full space abilities. And the Eraser wants to infiltrate the Obsidian Tower to help you guys figure out the missing pieces of this Elora clone plot. Like that. That is the recap of my campaign.
I'm wondering...
Any questions? Anything
I have
an
observation.
Wait, who...
Or fine.
All wants to go? Oh, Lasaya. Okay, never mind.
My observation is that maybe the biolab we saw on Banashadar's maybe a cloning facility that we didn't realize at the time. Maybe.
Oh yeah, no, the Eraser basically said that.
Oh, did he say that?
Because he had found someone who was like, you found a skeleton of a it was a Quarren. Yeah.
It was a Quarren.
It was like the guy who was kind of like a cloning, like a biotech like person. Yeah, so like the Eraser is pretty sure that was a cloning facility.
Banashadar. I wonder if the exchange I wonder that's why they started working with the exchange.
It's entirely possible. Clones could be very helpful.
Any questions?
All the questions.
I mean, it kind of
you can't ask me. You got just any questions that like anything that you had in your notes that were like, wait, I need clarification on this.
I gave up on notes long ago.
I just took an entire page of notes of this full recap, so I'm good.
I have a whole paragraph.
My bullets of my recap are only like a page and a half. And it's all bullets, so if you type the full sentences, you officially typed more than I wrote down.
I typed bullets.
I don't need any notes until and unless
I didn't have a continuous paragraph that fill an entire page. I have bullets that are an entire page.
Sure.
No,
I have how many hours of video footage?
I just have a paragraph that starts with epic summary of plot in quotations.
So that is summary of plot thus far. So now you're all in a meeting to try and plan how you're going to break into the Obsidian Tower. All right. So.
No meetings.
We shoot the guard up front, we open the door, we walk in.
Oh yeah, that's greatest. Why didn't I think of that? Greatest plan ever.
Well, of course, man.
Of course.
All right, so I am gonna need everybody who's force sensitive to roll a use the force check.
In which particular location. Okay, this location. So I'm not gonna be able to run in.
Yes, you are not the force sensitive. You are not Gerard.
So where did we leave off?
Correct.
You were talking about potentially going in as slaves into the tower. Of some sort. The Whisperer seemed excited by that plan.
Yes, she was oddly excited about it. Which makes that
Ooh,
complexity.
Kalani almost rolls a nat 20.
Holy cow, Melania, 40! Reception is called Wisey.
Nice.
What is Shyalu going to roll?
It's out because
Where's our classic jazz music?
Yeah, we're
I
also
don't have the
missing-
jazz.
So why
I don't
am I
have the
rolling
jazz
use the
music.
force?
Well, you gotta find some!
What are we rolling?
Aesthetic.
You're rolling a use the force check.
Yeah, and why?
Because
I don't
he
know.
said
Maybe you
so.
should roll the use the force
Oh,
check
this
so I
is
can figure out if I should tell you why you're rolling the use the force check.
Shyalu knows less than Kalani. It's a first. Of course, he also rolled a 32 with a 4. So, it's not really a loss here. So
Come on, you
only...
get like a,
By the
you get
time
like
I
a
reach
plus-
level 20, I will be
well,
able
you
to
get like a
use the
plus
force
5 on,
to create
on,
life.
on
I'll
perceiving
be
checks.
Darth Plagueis.
I create life!
I can't hear
Guys, I'm
everyone
asking
talking at
questions.
once.
You get a plus 5 on your perception of dark side things, right?
Is that
Yes, just a
To
yes.
sense
I-
the dark side.
We need to sense the dark
It does
side.
sound
as it
right.
happens.
Where-
That sounds right, yeah. Mhm.
There was something that she had bonuses to.
I think she gets either advantage or a plus 5.
I'm pretty sure it's a plus
Tyra,
5.
since you created the item, don't you know?
Oh, with the lightsaber crystal, that doesn't give her a bonus for sense.
No,
Yeah,
it's
no,
because
it's not
she's
a
like
lightsaber
a. It's
crystal,
because
it's a
it's
talent
because
or
she. No,
something.
it's like yeah, it's a talenter.
Yeah. It's a
Oh, the
talent.
talent.
It's the talent she's had since like level 1. That was like her first talent.
Yeah, that one is to sense the dark side is I can reroll, which obviously that would be not going to reroll.
An 18, so that would be what? 10% chance that she might get. You might get better than that. Ugh,
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
Nah, I think you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got bonuses to resistance against dark side stuff, and even just I think there's another one that protects against general force anything.
Why does Remi's character token not have any health?
I
Because he
don't
died.
know.
Represents nothing. All right, cool.
Also, music or. is
Well,
it broken?
I don't have any. I only have combat music pulled up and ready to go in a playlist. So
Okay.
So it's like a real meeting. Soundless and boring.
no, but normally it's jazz music. So I'm just sad on jazz music. It's depressing. Basic.
4 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1000. That's 4, isn't it? Wait, this is longer.
Oh goodness, I quit. Do you, Sarah? Do you have control over Dekai's token?
No, you did not give me it. You could give me it, and then I would. I also don't have her character sheet.
Then Jis is going to take control of Dekaya.
No, please no.
Mhm.
Just no.
Of
So much.
course, it'll be just.
I definitely totally leveled up all the. No, I didn't. I didn't level up Dekia or Remi. It's great.
It's okay, we can just pretend. Just give a plus 10 to everything. Seems to be about Shyalu level there.
Pretty much.
Oh, he's got like you rolled a 4, you rolled 30, you've got like a plus 20 to everything.
28.
Yeah. Plus 28, that's only in the second edition.
Yeah, well, the thing that I rolled had a plus 26, so. Anybody want to use force points?
Eagle! Oh, God,
What's
Eagle!
going on? What's
Yeah,
going on?
you should use the force point, Eagle.
Like you're the only one.
Well,
That,
you
you seem to be the.
You know what? It's fine. You're all together. It's fine. Yeah. Okay.
You
Yeah.
should have Remi and-
That's miraculously. I know.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to have them roll, but I was also trying to give you access to the character sheet.
Oh, that was. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, you should have access to the character sheet now. But
Okay.
also to have low bonuses, so unless they were like a net 20.
Oh yeah, I just remembered the last thing that happened the last time we were playing.
Oh no, her use the force macro is the old one. No, it's putting decimals in.
Oh
Why is Gerard rolling?
Because I don't want to be left out.
But he's not. But you're not here.
I know.
Funnily enough, that's high enough.
If Gerard were here.
That's a high enough roll. No, but also Eagle with the force point, which is fine. Okay, so Eagle, as everyone else is having this discussion, you just get like this really subtle feeling that Lasaya is not like the greatest force presence, but like you see her and you know that, and Dekia and Remi are kind of like, but like you're getting like the sense of like somebody willfully trying to hide themselves in the force, like out in the hangar area. So it's like this really subtle darkness, but like it feels like it's like when people are trying to pull themselves back, and it's like that's what it feels like right now.
Guys, I think we might have company. I sense something.
What?
Are we
What?
talking about more force stuff?
Yeah, there's a darkness trying to shroud itself, approaching in the hangar.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So Dekia will leap him. She'll activate her force whip. Where?
Prepares to die. I swear, that is a great question. How are you going to find these people? That is an excellent question. So, yeah. We're not going to go to initiative until you find the people. So, what are you going to do to find the people?
I'm gonna redouble my efforts to locate them in the forest. Now that I know what I'm.
Is there a way to combine force senses of all the force sensitives?
You could add bonuses if you help one person. You could.
Yeah, there's aid another, I think.
Everybody aid Shyalu.
I was going to suggest that with Mr. 28 plus 28 to his force check. Like, let's.
So if you all pool your efforts, that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 other force users. So that'd be a +8.
Only a +8.
Yeah, it's a +2 for everybody who does it.
Oh.
That's how it works.
Well, I guess I can't complain. It's 28
Okay.
plus 20 plus 8
Plus
more.
8 modifier.
36.
Can we have the eraser just
that
flip the
is
switch
ludicrous.
and search for everybody using the bios? 52! Holy cow!
That's a +8 though.
Okay, so
I was like, everyone put your heads on me. I will focus.
yeah, you're pretty sure they're in this general vicinity over here.
Fire a missile.
Also, I think whoever's over there is feeling like this laser on him. Like, wait, I feel like a bunch of voices are suddenly silent and staring at me.
Boom, kind of thing. Sonar pinging off of them.
Yeah,
Oh,
all
wait,
right.
what's going on?
So yes, so
Okay, are there
Yes!
cameras like
yeah,
displaying?
you see Raydik pulling up the cameras, and he's like,
Okay, I'll
Must
point
be
on the
using
cameras
stealth
where
generation.
they are.
okay, you point on the cameras. Yep, you're like over. It's like over here. Somebody's like over here.
Well, the guy certainly is marching down there.
All right, everybody's rolling
I
initiative.
think so.
The guy is just like, we go now. Even though she doesn't
Everybody-
level like 11.
Everybody was rolling an initiative.
Alright, let's see here. I clicked the token, I pushed the button.
And it would take 200 years to roll the initiatives throughout the people.
Of course.
You're the one that decided to do Ocean 11 here.
Yeah. Well, some of these people aren't gonna go fight so.
Oh, that was the wrong token, but that's still... That was the right token, the wrong name display name. I should.
It's
say.
fine. That doesn't matter.
It put it.
Oh no, it's the wrong display name. It doesn't count.
It means you automatically roll on that one.
Clearly, that is what it means.
Clearly.
Roll the wrong character. Like, what is this nonsense?
There's like only one person right now who's rolled higher than me.
It's a pretty high roll.
I rolled a 3 and got a 22.
Because you have insane dexterity.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a 35.
Let's see who else needs to. Oh, everybody known to mankind still needs to roll.
Guys, do well. If we roll above the bad guys, we get a surprise round. Which
So
you need
Kalani's
an
not
initiative
helping
rolling
us do.
macro.
So never mind.
And
Thank
you
you,
can
guys.
just click
This is terrible start.
on somebody and click the initiative macro.
You should be able to click on your token and then the first initiative that's listed. Up.
It's been a while since we've done this.
I don't have an initiative macro. Okay.
Well,
Would it be
that's
helpful?
Silly.
Probably, yes, it would be helpful. I do not have a macro that is an initiative macro. It is an oversight.
Ooh, I can actually put that as well. We're not going to be here much longer, but there is an extension for that in Roll20.
Raydik rolled real bad for his initiative. Wow, he's got a low bonus to his initiative.
It's not very dexterous.
Let's see, who still is not on this turn order?
He's still better
Dekai is
than
coming.
me.
Dekai is coming. Don't worry. I got this.
Oh yeah, I'm a +5. I forgot about that.
I have too many character sheets open, but at least we're listening to Duel of the Fates while we try and set up this combat.
Yay!
We can pretend the exciting part has started.
Yep, pretty much. Pretend the exciting part is starting.
I'm just remembering Darth Maul's fight with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. It's pretty great. It's pretty great.
Yeah, it is.
I'm remembering the pit with the gladiatorial arena with gods.
Why am I even having the Whisperer roll? She's not fighting in this.
No, she's hiding.
She's real not. She's real not. She rolled a 2.
She's gonna go hide behind
I rolled everybody that's legit fighting it. Oh wait, did you roll for R1S?
I did not. Did you give? You gave me that. You did give me a character sheet for him.
The new and improved R1S.
The new
Did the
and
Whisperer
improved one.
roll?
New and improved. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, but that token
Yeah.
is still the infiltrated Droid and not R1S.
You failed me. Where's my token?
Oh, there.
Racer roll?
The Racer's not gonna fight.
Yes, but
Bloody
what
hell.
he does and where he moves is fairly important.
It's a she. The Whisperer is a she.
No, he said the
I
Eraser.
was talking about the eraser.
Oh, the Eraser. Never mind. I misheard.
Okay, and I thought we had a lot of people in the turn order in the amphitheater, but apparently not to be outdone is this fight with a gazillion NPCs. That I still need the... Oh, there's R1S. Cool. I need to give R1S his actual health stat now. He's old. Okay, needs his actual health stat.
Isn't that?
Oh, yes. That's much better.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, R1S has 136.
Yes, he does.
Hit points.
Because he's now an absurd droid.
136.
He has
oh
more
my.
health than
No,
I
it's-
do.
He wouldn't be.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be a droid of mine if he didn't have absurd health. Let's be real.
Okay,
Did you give him a special droid toughness talent that Lexa invented?
Mhm,
come
I
on,
did.
Will.
Yes, he's got special powers now.
Nope, sorry, I didn't roll higher than people. Didn't roll higher than the enemies.
Y'all failed me. Why am I part of this team? Come on.
I did my part, Lexa. I did my part. I did what I could. I can't make up for everybody else.
Well, the enemies don't know that we know that they're there, so the
Elon,
enemies
it's your
don't get to
turn.
go.
Elon.
This is a surprise round.
Okay, so we have
Yeah, but
an
my
intruder
talent
in
was
the
bonus.
base, basically, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Invisible intruder in the base, because you don't see him on the cameras.
okay.
Which I was like, oh, he's there. You're like, I don't see anything.
Fire the missiles.
We're in a hangar. No missile firing.
The missiles?
Okay.
What missiles?
Oh. 1, 2,
Our
3,
ship is
4,
right over
5,
there.
6. I will go ahead and move 6 squares and activate my stealth field generator and hide. I will also tell Elora to find a safe spot. Go ahead and find a safe spot if you can, Las. This might get a little hairy. And then 1. Two stealth rolls.
You have to go stealth roll.
That'll be the 39 then. Not the 25.
No, you're not going to take the 25? Are you sure you don't want the 25?
I'm pretty sure.
So you're running 6 squares, and you are activating your stealth.
Yep.
Alright, Lexa, it's your turn.
I got invisible.
I'm not super prepared. I'm trying to juggle 2 characters. Okay. So are we trying to sneak it? Does Lexa know? Okay, well, she's gonna pull out. Where are my weapons again? We're pulling out. We're gonna pull up Bloodseeker. And 1, 2, 5, 6. And I think we're just gonna double my movement. Yeah. So I kind of want to have Lexa, like, she's not fully into that room yet, but, like, kind of, like, comes in, leans up against the door, and, like kind of back peeks to see what's going on, if she can see anything back in the corner.
So you're not in the... So I feel like if you're not in the room, you should be 1 square back.
Okay.
So if you're 1 square back, you'd be able to see into the room and not really be in the room.
Very well, GM. What can I see?
You see some mechanics, like there's a mechanic like up here. There's some mechanics like on top of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Seems pretty normal. Some normal stuff happening.
I look back at the rest of them and I'm like, I don't see anything. Are you sure?
We're sure.
Lexa doesn't know what to do with that, so she's gonna just stay here until the sure people move forward.
Yeah, that's the only entrance in or out of this room, correct? The one that Lexa and I are beside, right?
That is correct. That is the only exit to this room.
Okay. Just making sure, because that might have changed things, but other words...
So the ships have to get in somehow, so there's clearly other exits.
No, to our meeting.
Yeah, so Remi is just like...
Room.
Oh, to our room.
Not to the whole hangar!
So Remi is like... Just like, what, I'm not, like... He's just gonna try and roll perception again, so he actually knows what he's shooting at.
I thought my brain just automatically assumed that Barry was trying to see, like, as long as we were guarding this entrance and the enemies couldn't escape us. But I realized he meant, like, oh, can they get in a different way to kill people?
Yeah.
Can they kill us? While we're trying to ambush them?
Yeah.
Or can Elora be killed?
That's more like it.
Yeah, okay, alrighty. So, he's just like, there's people in front of the door now, and you're just standing there not going into the room, and he's like, trying to sense in the Force what Shyalu was sensing, and he's like, I'm not... Like, we need to figure out how we can find this guy.
Gerard is floating around somewhere near Coruscant going, there's a disturbance going on.
Use the Force, dude.
Yeah. Use the Force, guys. Come on. You're smart enough to do this.
Anyway, and then Ajak's like...
Fling a hangar door, please.
Go in here, and he's just like, fine, that's how it's gonna work, and
turn on his thermal vision. Please tell me he has one.
That's sad. Why doesn't he have thermal vision?
Because he's got a helmet. He's got one of those fancy.
That's a hilarious character icon. I can see a white border around the background.
I need to fix his character.
Curious, that is.
It didn't go very well.
I mean, from far away, it looks fine.
Where is?
His one leg looks like it's turning invisible. It's like merging with the floor. Right?
It's not merging with the floor. It's not. That is not
His left or his right leg. His knee is invisible. It's the exact color of the floor behind Quinn.
This is apparently a very important detail that you missed.
No, it's really. I was having problems with GIMP last time I was trying to make it. I haven't revisited his character sheet and his character token, and yes, it does in fact need. No,
It's okay. It could be worse.
Could be a hand-drawn stick figure.
Yeah.
I've done those before. Sometimes they're
So yeah, so he's firing this thing in full auto as like a burst fire. Sort of like 4 squares type deal.
Oh yeah, I forgot he could do that.
Yeah. He's got the rifle to do that.
So well, he rolled really well. So he's firing it where you said the guy was, and nothing happens. It's like, are you like, Shyalu, are you sure he was there? Like, there's no way I missed him if he was there. And then the eraser's like, wait, is there fire? What kind of fire suppression system does this hangar have? And it's like, oh, it's a foam. And the eraser's like runs over to the console and like triggers like some buttons. It's like
Triggers some
so
buttons.
So then you're like meh, meh, it's like the fire suppression system activated. And so then like this foam starts to settle on the battlefield. It's gonna reveal stuff next turn though, because it's gonna take a while for it to activate. So he's activated the fire suppression system.
Did you have to do that now? Couldn't you have at least let me walk out the door first?
Just like rolling towards the door.
Lexa just like smells the foam on her hands, like weird.
Yeah, alright. Dekia, what's Dekia doing?
Dekia looks up at the foam, looks at Lexa, what's going on? She's like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done. And she goes off and she like just kind of runs out the door, pushes past everyone. 12 with her whip still out, and she looks over in the direction of where those people supposedly are, and she's like, "Cowards, come and face us!" And that's all she does, because I don't think she can do anything else.
Cool. And Raydik's just like, that's it. Look for where the foam hits things. And he's just like, I got nothing. Come on, what are you doing?
I'm probably running out the door and trying to find where the person or people are.
Running out the door, alright.
Oddly enough, I see Pachez.
Can you make it out the door?
Yeah, oddly enough, I see Pachez
How many?
Gerard taking the same
How's the
direction.
movement working this game? It's been a while.
Medium creatures get 6 squares of movement.
Oh, and then you can move again as your standard action.
Yeah, as your standard
so you can move
action.
12 squares. I would say sprinting's out of the question here because there's a lot of people in the way. And you have to turn a corner.
Yeah.
You can move 12 squares. So you can get even with Lexa, basically. You can get like...
What did Lexa ever do to her that Klein needs to get even with her?
I quit. I'm out. I'm done. No more combat for anybody.
Aw, man!
Aha, I have defeated the enemies!
The facility just explodes.
I don't think that's
Alright,
how that works. I think if there's no more combat,
so you're running out. Alright. Alright, let's see who is next. Oh, Shyalu is next. What is Shyalu doing?
Wait, did I get to roll for
Are
either
you
perception
rolling
or use the force or whatever?
for- you can roll. Yeah, you can roll it depends on what are you trying to visibly see the stealth field generator thing before the foam hits them, or are you trying to sense them through the force?
She could see the shimmer of the stealth field generator. Let's be honest, this is Kalani.
Yeah, so you can roll perception to since you're now you can see the room, so you can roll perception for it now.
Prediction: Shyalu punches someone so they get damaged, and then he can give bonus hit points to someone else.
Why did I never think of that before? That's genius.
Because you don't watch Puffing Forest. That's why.
Oh,
All I have to do is deal 1d4 damage to someone.
Can I use a force point?
11 bonus hit points. It's a net win.
You can suck the health out of your
honestly,
friends and give it to other
Shyalu
friends.
sitting there
Too
just
much
like,
going on. Why
boom. You can use the force point if you want.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so use your force point. Yep, so you see like a shimmery thing over here.
Ajax missed it by that much.
I didn't see where you were pointing because I got the thing open. What?
Ding,
My
ding,
computer's
ding,
lagging.
Ding, ding. You have mail.
3, 4, 5, 6.
So you see this. So like as the foam is starting to fall from the ceiling, you can before the foam even makes it, you can see this shimmer because it's like you were looking in the spot where Shyalu pointed, then you were kind of scanning near that. You saw near that, kind of not where Ajak was firing. You saw the telltale shimmer of a force field, a stealth field generator.
It's about 6 squares from where Shyalu pointed out on the camera.
Indeed it is. I wonder how that could be. I wonder how it is 6 squares away.
Gee, I wonder why.
For no reasons.
Still not sure where you actually pointed.
You need to, like,
Um,
Kylar, you need to,
I
like,
don't
just
see
put something
myself
on
on the
that
turn
square.
order.
Yeah,
Not on
like,
the turn order.
Like,
can you
put a
see
little
that? Where
pin.
did I? Can you see that
Yes,
little?
I see a
That
box.
little yellow thing. Oh no, I put another box. No, get rid of it. It's hideous.
Is it here or is it here? Here? But it could be here.
It's both.
But it could be here.
Okay, I'll
You
try
forgot to
to
put Theodore on the turn order.
shout out and
No.
indicate where they moved.
Could be.
Where they moved to. All right, cool. And with that, it is
Greatest
R1,
ever.
it is R1S's
Mhm.
turn.
Hey, wait, I thought it was my turn.
Oh,
It
right,
is
sorry.
Shyalu's turn.
Yeah, it's a child
He's gonna
turn.
punch
Sorry.
someone. He's gonna punch someone,
Okay, I'm
remember?
gonna go over to these controls, and I'm gonna, like, turn on the loudspeaker button.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, no.
Casting a number, this is pointless. Lay down your weapons and surrender peacefully.
I can't
mean,
even do like a
my-
parody of Shyalu because it's just gotten absurd.
I'm gonna do my master negotiator.
Okay.
Over the
Roll
intercom!
Disadvantage because you're through the intercoms.
Fine.
He's like, no!
38.
So like, who are you targeting with this? So you're just targeting the void of the guy who's potentially maybe there.
Hey, I felt him in the force of the 52.
It doesn't say he has to.
Okay, you're pretty
see them or
sure
anything.
he's there.
It just says one opponent with an intelligence of 3 or higher that can hear, see, and understand you. It does not specify.
That can see, hear,
What is
and
that against?
understand.
Versus will.
Will defense.
Okie dokie.
So now, if this works, then they're covered in foam, they got threatened and called cowards, and then now they're feeling bad about themselves. They are hopeless.
Cool. All right. So now it is R1S's turn. So it's just like.
I mean, pretty much, yes.
Also,
What you
I'm
do?
gonna have him.
something important. I'm not on the turn order.
Yeah, I do notice that. What did you roll?
I rolled like a 22 or 23. I have to roll back up to see it real quick. 22.21.
22.21. Okay. I will add you to the turn order. We'll just have you go.
I never want us.
Oh, I know that's. Are you just gonna stand by the eraser, or are you gonna go fight people?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand by the eraser and
Okay,
make
cool.
sure
So we missed
to jump in front of
nothing by
anything that shoots at
accidentally
it.
skipping your turn.
Exactly. I don't
So-
care if anyone else gets shot.
So, keeping with our newly discovered Spider-Man powers that Lexa and R1S have, he's going to grapple with his liquid dispenser cable up to the ceiling, crawl up like a spider, and then walk to the door on the ceiling.
Okay, you can only move like whatever his base speed is, so I don't think he can make it all the way to the door unless his base speed's ridiculous. I don't know
Well,
what his base
that's
speed
fine.
is.
I just mostly want him on the ceiling.
Yeah, he's not gonna make it all the way to the door. I don't think.
That's okay.
I don't know what his base speed is. So
His base
I'm going
speed
to,
is 6.
oh, there's a spider web symbol. I'm using that to mean he's on the ceiling.
Yes. Ha! It's like Spider Woman and Little Spider Droid.
So yeah, so all right, so that's happening. So Spider Droid. So the Whisperer is just like, foe, like what are you doing? Like she's like she likes the plan, but she doesn't like the plan, and so she's just like moving over.
Lexa just glares at her. I knew you were gonna go hide.
I avoid confrontations.
Sure you do.
Alrighty, and then Lasaya's turn. So yeah, she's just gonna